In this video, I'm going to show you quickly how to sharpen a chainsaw. I learned it from my mentor, Buckin' Billy Ray Smith, and there's a link to one of my favorite videos of his and to his channel in the description below. Now, when I first started using the chainsaw, I would sharpen the blade with well, let me show you, one of these guides, and I thought this was the way to go. I've learned sharpen them freehand. Now, when you're using a chainsaw, you think, well, it's cutting wood. But a chainsaw really isn't designed to cut the wood like a regular saw. It's really designed to rip the wood apart. And when you sharpen a chainsaw, you want to do it in such a way that you make the blades not only sharp, but that they'll rip the wood when they hit the wood. So let's look at this closer. Each of the individual teeth needs to be sharpened. You're thinking, boy, that's going to take a long time. No, not really. I'd say for every hour of using my chainsaw, I sharpen it an hour. But if I didn't sharpen it, that hour of using the chainsaw would turn into 2 or 3 or 4 hours. So by having a good sharp blade, you save yourself a lot of time in the long run. You can see this tooth right here. Now, if you notice this area right here, it's called the gullet. What you want to do is you want to cut out so that it's like a C. The space there kind of forms a C next to my file. And that's what you want, because that's what's going to rip out the wood. As you're sharpening, I go in one direction, just like that. But the thing by doing it by hand is you can make sure that you're cutting that C in the blade, that you're cutting out the gullet. I've got, I don't know if you can see them here, but I wrote them with magic marker, roughly 30-degree indexes to show me that I'm doing it at the right angle. Look at your angle. And now we can look at that and you can see how nice and shiny that is. You feel that there? It's very sharp. How many times did I hit it? Yeah, maybe 10 times. It's very sharp. But the main thing is that gullet. And you got a nice little space there between my file and the blade. And that's what actually rips the wood. I'm going to do this for a while, see if I can find a bad one and show you how we make it good. Now, I just replaced my file. This one I've probably used for 5 sharpenings, maybe. Yeah, 5 sharpenings on this saw. And it's just gone. This is a new one. Just jam it in there. Off you go. You can find files, I think they're $1 a piece. Maybe 2. But money spent on a good file is money well spent. And this file will last me probably 3 to 5 sharpenings. I've locked my chain with the lock. Okay? I like to put it in a vise, but you don't even have to do that. As long as the chain's not moving, I could just have it sitting here on the counter. You can see I got it in the vise so that it's not damaging the blade or anything. Now I'm going to show you a blade that the gullet hasn't been taken out. It's not giving me a nice C so the blade can rip through wood. See, I'm putting there's a little space in there, but there ain't much between the blade and the file. There's not a whole lot of space there. So that tooth is not ripping like it should. And I'll show you how to get it to where it does. Now, I like to put a little protection on myself here so I'm not ripping up clothes. This one's in pretty bad shape. But you gotta also have the right file size. Again, check your owner's manual. It'll tell you what kind of file, what size file to get. Of course, you want good visibility, but I go a lot on feel. And I can tell you that tooth, although it was sharp, it didn't have enough of the gullet taken out of it to rip the wood like you want. So let me take a look at this. It's better. You do this on your own in your garage, your workroom, or on your porch, whatever. You're going to want to go out and chop wood. Use your chainsaw just to watch it rip through the wood. You can tell if your chain is sharp by the wood that comes off when you cut. Is it just coming off like sawdust? That chain is dull. It should be coming off in pieces. Not big chunks, but you know what I'm saying. Chips. It should be chipping that wood off of there. And this is probably ready. There you go. Now, that C is very pronounced. That space is very pronounced. I'd say this, what is this, 24-inch chainsaw? Takes me about 40 minutes. And that's not going full speed. If I really wanted to rip through it, I guess I could do it in 20 minutes. But that's taking my time, making sure each one's right. And let me tell you, that 40 minutes you spend sharpening that and getting those gullets, gullies, maybe that's where gullets come from. I don't know. But anyway, it's probably a French word. Gullet. Yeah, I like that. I can tell by how easy it moves through that it's sharp. So if it's sharp and the gullet has been cut out, so to speak, yeah, that looks good right there. That's what I'm talking about. And you just keep going until they're all done. Here's a blade that's not good. Okay, there's a little C, but not much. I want to see a nice C cut out of there because there's space, but this one's just flat. So let's throw our tools all over. And I'm pushing towards the back. I'm pushing the pressure towards the back. Again, if you mess this up by a degree or two, it's not a big deal. It's going to rip the wood, and that's what we want it to do when it's all said and done. And I tell you, if you do this yourself, you'll do it at least twice as good. There. Ooh, now I got a nice C forming in there. Let me get it a few more times. And you want to see a nice C smiling at you or frowning at you, depending on how you're looking at it. Either way, it's going to make you smile next time you use this chainsaw. Now we can look at this and go, yeah, there's a nice gap. Right now you're probably sitting there thinking, darn, I'm going to go sharpen my chainsaw. It's fun. You know, get you some music playing, nice warm garage, probably about 45 degrees out here. That's plenty warm because you're going to be working doing this. Y'all take care.